Good day. Well, as you can see by the toque, and I'm wearing my gloves, it is second winter. The old Mother Nature decided to spank us, and here we are. Right now it's about minus 13 after the joyous plus temperatures between 5 and 10 last week. We are back into a bit of a freeze here for a few days. Thought I would come out to the country. I donned my boots for this because we probably got well, they claim we could have got 10 to 20 centimeters of snow. If we got 10 centimeters, we were lucky. That's what, 4 inches or something like that. So, anyways, but enough snow that I needed my boots. And you can see it is a winter wonderland again. The treachery with this, though, is I don't know how the snow melted or how much of it melted before this came down, and what these walking paths are going to be like. By the look of it, I'm only the second or third person that's been out here since it snowed. Beautiful sunny day though. And it's pretty calm. Bit of a breeze, but not too bad. It's interesting that somebody was able to drive out here. Like, where did they come from? The gate I came through is locked, and there was no tire tracks that way. And down there is just a farmer's field, so they must have come through there, I guess. Joyriding. Okay. I'm debating on these stairs. Do I punish myself because I didn't walk for the last 2 days? They're snowy. Let me ponder for 10 seconds. I've decided to do it. Snow makes a softer landing pad anyways, so we'll see how this works out. And the snow is better anyways because we had some sleet or ice rain before the snow started coming. So I'm sure everything could be slippery underneath. Some Angamo was out here testing it out as well. This part's the easy part. Brought my GoPro with me today too, just to test it out. Last time I used it, I was having trouble with the file sizes, so made some adjustments to the settings. We'll see how this works out. Lots of ice underneath here I can feel, so the trails are going to be pretty wonky. And here you can hardly tell that there's where the steps are in some spots. Even with the snow, it feels like it's been a while since somebody's been here. It is uber bright out here today. The one downfall of this GoPro is if you're behind it There's a sock on the microphone, which is good. Cuts down on some of the wind noise, but also when I'm behind the camera like this, the microphone doesn't pick up very well with the sock on it. I'm hoping to make it to the next stairwell and go up there. What was that one? 100 steps? And make my way back, but this plowing through fresh snow on an uneven path is a bit of work. Don't expect I'll see anybody out here today. Based on the tracks, so far nobody. Me and this, well, look like dog prints, so probably a coyote. And that's it. I know I've said this before, but I think with all the walking I've done in the last 6 months, I'm a little bit more stable on uneven ground. But let's not talk about ice. That is my foe. My coyote friend went off into the trees somewhere, so now it's just me on this trail. There's the Chevy 5 window I got pictures of the last time I was through here. Back before the snow came. I think that was November I was last down here. My wife is still on strike. She's been out picketing. Not necessarily by joy or out of joy, but that's the only way you get your strike pay. It's nice to get strike pay, but for the little money extra they're going to get, they've already lost a whole pile, and how long is it going to take to make that up? It's crazy. Neither side will budge on money, so I told her you're in it for the long haul, but you know, even though we're 2 income and her strike pay works out to, oh, I don't know, 1/3 to half of her take-home pay, it still stings a bit because I think I got a little aggressive on paying down our mortgage and, you know, investing money in RSPs and mutual funds. That the take-home pay kind of got a little light. We were managing to get by, but that's just another sting that affects day-to-day living. So hopefully it gets done soon. I'm tired of this. I think she's more tired of it too, having to stand out and walk out in the coldest part of winter. They were out picketing. And I just don't have a good feeling that they're going to come out all that far ahead. I may have made the mistake of over planning for our retirement versus keeping our net income up there. But hopefully that'll pay off in the end. And then with the markets going to shit, at least mutual funds provide some level of security that they don't get hammered too hard at the level of risk we're in. But it does take a bite out of it, and kind of adds an extra year of time generally that for it to grow back again to where it was before the Orange Man made everything go tits up. Looks like all winter this would have been a challenge. I mean, there is a cut trail for sure, but you know, the snow is still pretty high in here, so some of that drifting that happened in February must have kind of sat in here. And I've been huffing and puffing this whole way. Walking pole and boots for the wind though. I'm glad I made that decision. I kind of knew though. You get out here and you never know what you're going to find, especially after all the snow. Well, there they are. One of my nemesis on this walk. But I made the conscious decision to come here. And somebody nicely cleared the snow off of them, so let's go, I guess. "207 stairs. And that's only round one of my uphill climb. Oh. You feel accomplished when you get up here, but not until you get your breath back. There's Devon across the way. I've shown this view before. I walked down there and there was a bunch of stairs over there that I did at one time a couple months ago. And the Devon Highway, Highway 60. And what river is this? One guess. Yes, the North Saskatchewan. Well, I think I'm getting my breath back quicker. So that's a good thing, right? Oh. It is a beautiful day, even with that bit of a breeze. At minus 13. I see the county cleared this part of the Devonian Trail. I assume it's the county, unless it's just a citizen who is ambitious. And kudos to whoever swept off all of those stairs. 207 stairs, that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work just climbing them, let alone moving snow off of them. Well, somebody's cleared off the trail to Prospector's Point. Maybe I'll follow that. If you take this hill up, it takes you to a parking area, and then you can head north on that trail, that part of the Devonian Trail I took 3 weeks ago. And it takes you all the way over to the Botanical Gardens just off of Highway 60. This is nicely maintained though. Somebody must have just been out here today because it didn't stop snowing till late last night. There's been a fair amount of ice along here, so when the weather warmed up, it was probably nearly unwalkable, I would think. The base of this is gravel, but it's going to be a while till we get to the base. And we'll see how this hill is if I can do it. There's enough snow on it. It should be okay. Carrying 2 cameras is a bit of a challenge. It's only a pound or 2, but it seems to make a difference hanging off your wrist. First world problem, eh? Oh no, I've got 2 cameras to carry. What am I going to do? It's quite pretty through here with the sunshine and the shadow of the trees on the path. Well, I hope I haven't bitten off more than I can chew. Didn't realize this Prospector's Point was so far away. That's okay. Got all afternoon. I hope it doesn't take that long, but another nice view of the bridge going across the river. I think I like pictures of bridges in the background as much as I like doing mundane effect. Just a second here. There it is, for your viewing pleasure. I walked along here a few years ago, and this has become significantly better than it was before. I think at the time this was like a narrow dirt path, but they have this fixed up nicely now. It's somewhat challenging. There's up and down elevation changes. And if you follow down into the river valley like where I came, it's not for the faint of heart either. Those stairs are a bit of a challenge. You can tell, but that I think used to be the original trail. See how steep that is? This is nice now. And you can tell the sun is getting more intense and higher up in the sky, because even at minus 10 or 12, it's melting. Well, we made it down to Prospector's Point. I can only assume the name is kind of literal, where prospector might have been, or prospectors might have been doing the riverbank looking for gold. Well, let's have a little rest here, and then we're going to make our way all the way back up, across and around, down the stairs, along the river, and then up those stairs. We've got a good hike ahead of us. Here's the actual story about Prospector Point. Pause and read if you desire. Well, I've been to Imrie property, walked by Tucker's Field, never went through it, and walked around Bunchberry Meadows, and haven't quite made it to University Botanic Gardens. So that's my spring and summer plans for sure. One day I could do one great big loop of it. Well, time to get moving again. Took about a 5-minute rest there. Runkeeper says I've done 4 kilometers, and those have not been the easiest 4 kilometers. The first part of it was going down 250 stairs, where down isn't that hard, and then trudging through the snow, making my own path basically, and then up another 200 stairs. And all of this trail has been various elevation changes. So if it's 8 kilometers by the time I get back to the car, with all the extra effort, I'm going to say it's going to feel like 16. Whew. That switchback coming out of Prospector's Point and up to here, that took a fair amount of jam too. It'll be like in and out of the river valley 2 or 3 times by the time I get back. It's this kind of walking or hiking that foolishly makes me think I can do the West Coast Trail. What is that one, like a 5-day hike in and out? carrying your own poop with you and all that? I don't think so. That ship sailed for me. As beautiful as the area probably is, I think I'll leave that one untouched and just look for videos online for that. You would hardly know that we just had first spring. Now that second winter is here. My pace hasn't been very good on this trail for sure. I've already been out here an hour and 15 minutes. So, not doing as fast as I would have on a flat path, which obviously makes sense. I'm not quite sure why that's a metric I've chosen to use, but I just know in my past, in my youth, like when I was 40, my pace was averaging 5 kilometers an hour. And I've mentioned before that I do get up to 5 kilometers an hour on flat trails and paths that are clear. But on this kind of thing, I seem to be down around 4 kilometers an hour. My back and shoulders are a little stiff today. I was lifting equipment for a couple days this week, so I'm hoping this walk will work that out. Doesn't take much anymore to get an ache and a pain. And I think I need to start doing some weight training too. Just a little bit. Get some of the lost muscle mass back. This is the second or third time I've said it. Have I done it? No. Because at my core, I am lazy. So up that way takes you to the parking lot of the Devonian Trail, or the parking area. Tucker's Field, Bunchberry Meadows, Botanical Gardens, but I'm going to save that for another day. I'm heading back towards those dastardly stairs. I guess if you really did want to do stairs, you can take that old trail straight through, but you would meander down to the river valley. But I think I prefer the man-made stairs. Nothing stopping me but desire. Let's do it. Oh, well, down is easier, but you sure feel it in your ankles and knees. And it didn't help that my eyes started watering halfway down. Still had no company through here, so I'm going to still be beating down my own path. I'll just follow my footprints that I came in on. Get away from the Devon Highway and that bridge, and the peace and quiet quota goes up significantly. You can actually hear the birds again. Had a bit of a panic today, minor. I always put my wallet on the dresser when I'm changing my pants, and today it wasn't on the dresser and it wasn't in my pocket. I was like, uh-oh. So started searching around a bit, and then I went, you know what, I probably left it in my pocket. And my wife loves to do laundry, so she was right on top of it. So washed my pants with my wallet in it. No big deal. I guess I got clean credit now because all my credit cards were washed. And a clean license too. And luckily Canadian money is made out of plastic, so none of that dissolved in the wash either. I would have been out 25 bucks. Crisis averted though. That is some clear blue sky. Sunny Alberta is starting to regain its name again. We've had a couple slogans or taglines for Alberta. One used to be, or maybe still is, Wild Rose Alberta. And the other one was Sunny Alberta. I think I'm starting to get that funky old man sweaty smell. I'm out in the open here, and I think I can smell myself. That's gross. Guess I'll be having a bath when I get home and washing my clothes without my wallet in the pocket. This part of the trail is a little bit challenging here. It's not as packed down. I keep staggering and sinking. Even with following my other footprints that were going the other way. May not have picked the best path, I guess, the first time, and now I'm just repeating myself. I don't remember this part having so much ankle twisting potential. See if I can navigate this again without falling over. That is a lot of fallen tree, man. And those dastardly stairs are just coming up shortly here. Okay, I came down these, I don't know, 300 stairs, and then walked through the valley and then went up 250 stairs, zigzagged to Prospector Point, and then went down 250 stairs, and now I'm here again. Okay, just psyching myself out here. Nothing left to do but the doing. Oh, I need 30 seconds to catch my breath. It's beautiful, but it's not easy. The snow won't be around for long, especially on the sunny side of the hills. Okay, I think I'm ready. Oh, a total of 340 stairs. And I'm still kicking. For a minute anyways. Breath time. Well, I think that's enough for one day. Back to the car. Maybe a nap. And then drive home. I will reiterate, it feels good when you're done. But climbing those stairs and knees are burning and lungs are burning. It's not a pleasurable thing. However, lots of calories get burned that way. Good cardio on this walk today. I always feel the need to punish myself when I haven't walked for a couple days. Debating on going to Costco now to buy my wife a new laptop. Hers is getting long in the teeth and the complaining is getting louder. I use my Costco credit card, CIBC card, for practically everything now. And for things like fuel at Costco, which I go almost exclusively, you get 3% cash back and then 1% or 2% cash back depending on what and where you buy. And last year my coupon was $740. So of course you got to be an executive member, I think, to get that cash back. So the fee for the membership is higher, but I use it fairly a fair amount. So, but I'm not sure if I got the jam to go into the store and get it. Of course, the one I wanted, you can't get online. You have to go into the store. And they give you less cash back when you're in the store too. It's kind of a weird scenario. I guess they're really pushing for online shopping. Now my unfounded anxiety is kicking in on whether my car will be there. But it is. Let's get to it and see how we did. Okay, that was 8.3 kilometers and 2.5 hours. So very lousy pace, but the terrain I was on and climbing stairs, that was significant. I looked at the elevation changes on Runkeeper and it said I did 4 elevation changes at 60 to 70 meters each. So that's pretty good. That adds to the challenge of it all. And I was tracking through snow that nobody had been in for a long time. So that also contributed to some good calorie burn. Those stairs, 600 stairs total going up and down. 600 up, 600 down in 2 different sections. So pat on the back to me for that, for surviving it. So I'm happy about that. Until the next one.